Firstly, I want to talk about this Team USA roster for the 2026 USA Women's World Cup qualifying team. Just so you guys know, I just want to make this clear. This is not an Olympic roster team. This is for World Cup. And this is also for the qualifiers for World Cup. So this is actually happening in March.
They said she wasn't ready. They said timing mattered. They said the Olympic decision was about long-term development. Then Caitlin Clark's Team USA debut exploded. And suddenly that framing felt fragile because readiness doesn't argue. It reveals itself. Watch her body language early in the game. No urgency, no rush. She brought the ball up calmly against pressure. She absorbed contact without reacting emotionally. She made the extra pass instead of forcing a statement shot. That's maturity. There was a moment in the second half where a defender tried to crowd her beyond the arc. Instead of forcing the drive, she retreated one step, widened the spacing, and reset. That's understanding tempo, not chasing validation. Understanding tempo. And tempo control is what elite players develop over years. If she truly wasn't ready, it would have shown. In rushed decisions, in defensive breakdowns, in visible nerves. It didn't. And that's where the Olympic narrative weakens, because the original reasoning hinged on readiness. Now readiness has been demonstrated, publicly, under global scrutiny. The snub doesn't disappear, but its interpretation changes. It shifts from necessary timing to debatable calculation. And that shift matters long-term, because legacy conversations revisit moments like this, moments where expectation collided with performance. Her debut didn't scream revenge. It didn't need to. It demonstrated capability, and capability reshapes memory. Over time, the conversation won't center on whether she was ready. It will center on when she was undeniable. And this game might be that turning point. Her Team USA debut exploded, but the deeper impact? It altered historical framing, and historical framing determines legacy. If you made it to the end and you're still watching, drop CCUSA into the comments.
We have been waiting quite some time to see Caitlin Clark play basketball. Not only take shots and shoot around, but actually go up against something that looks like competition in an actual, competitive environment. Not just shoot off a rack, not go 1v air, actually play some basketball. And we finally have it. We've waited long enough.
The explosion didn't stay in that arena. It traveled, because when Caitlin Clark's Team USA debut exploded, the WNBA didn't just watch, it recalibrated. For months, the league narrative around Clark was carefully framed. Generational scorer, massive draw, still adjusting. There was always a subtle qualifier attached. She's growing. She's learning. She'll get there. That framing protected hierarchy. It slowed momentum. But international validation changes everything, because international play removes excuses, different pace, different physicality, different expectations, and she didn't just survive it, she stabilized it.
What we got going on here? Yes, folks, that is Caitlin Clark in a defensive stance. That is Caitlin Clark playing some defense. Yeah, she wants to make this team. She's gonna make the team. She wants to make this team. She wants to show that she's not a liability on defense like so many people believe she is.
There was a stretch midway through the third quarter where Team USA's offense stalled. 2 empty possessions, forced looks. The ball swung to Clark at the top. She didn't rush. She didn't force. She reset the action, drew the defender higher than normal, and initiated a clean side-to-side sequence that ended in a high percentage finish. That's not highlight material, that's system control.
Jackie Young here, Caitlin Clark there playing defense. Immediate inbound, and this is a play I'm really impressed by. Caitlin Clark, immediate inbound to Jackie Young, bam, bam, layup. And this is they're playing against Kelsey Plum here. So it's a good shot there, and it doesn't really matter. So Caitlin inbounds to Jackie Young, and there is, I mean this when I say this. If Jackie Young wants to come to Indiana, that is the only circumstance where I think it's acceptable for the Indiana Fever to say, you know what, we don't not that we don't want Kelsey Mitchell, or that's the only time it's acceptable for the Fever to say, okay, Kelsey Mitchell's not the not that she's not the priority, but like, you know what, we've a better player, because Jackie Young is absolutely a better pair, like is a better seamless fit with Caitlin Clark.
And system control is what league executives notice, because if a player can stabilize possessions under international pressure, she can stabilize attention under domestic pressure. That's portability, and portability is rare. Sponsors don't invest in moments, they invest in scale. Broadcast partners don't just chase ratings, spikes. They chase sustainability. After this debut, the framing shifted. Segments began asking, how does she reshape the league? Not can she handle it? That's a huge difference, because once someone is framed as a reshaper instead of a rookie, planning changes, scheduling changes, marketing emphasis changes. The league won't announce this shift. It won't admit recalibration publicly, but watch the language. Watch the segment framing. Watch how often her minutes are clipped. That's response, quiet, strategic, but real. Her Team USA debut didn't just explode as a viral event, it forced strategic adjustment, and strategic adjustments ripple.
We got the GOAT back. We got the GOAT back. Ah! The GOAT, Caitlin Clark, is back on the court. Ah, tears coming to my eyes, man. Tears coming to my eyes. I thought I'd never see the day. We thought we'd never see the day, but we are here. The GOAT is back dominating on the court at Team USA camp. What do you know? CC is back, man. We gotta get into this footage. We gotta get into everything.
This wasn't about a stat line. It was about leverage. When Caitlin Clark's Team USA debut exploded, it altered the math. Because influence in professional sports isn't measured only in points. It's measured in gravity. Audience gravity, conversation gravity, commercial gravity, and gravity compounds. Look at the metrics around her minutes. Engagement spikes, clip circulation widens, debate intensifies. That's audience pull, and audience pull directly impacts bargaining power.
Let's get right into things. We have been patiently waiting. We only got 13 games last season. They strung us along all year and told us the girl was day-to-day, knowing the girl wasn't playing. Caitlin Clark is officially back. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Oh, man, get this CBA deal done, man. She about to crush y'all this year. She gonna crush y'all this year. Look at Skinny CC back. The original Iowa CC look is back. Oh, man, on the Team USA court, jump shot looking pretty. Oh, them Kobe's is fire, too. Them Kobe's is fire. Yeah.
Future CBA conversations won't ignore viewership growth. Future broadcast negotiations won't ignore audience concentration. Future endorsement structures won't ignore cross-platform portability. That's where the shift happens. Not emotionally, structurally. Because once a player proves she can carry interest across systems, WNBA, Team USA, international stage, she becomes infrastructure. Infrastructure players don't just fill roles, they shape revenue models. There was a possession late in the fourth where she spaced nearly 5 feet beyond the arc. Her defender followed. The paint cleared. A veteran cut. Easy finish.
Let's run. Let's run the whole length of the floor. Let's get the pass going. Let's get the offense there. Swing to a corner, do a corner shot, missed a shot. I don't really care. It is that tempo, and you're seeing it in this camp. That teams that Caitlin Clark is playing on is not just Caitlin Clark. They are go. There is a people didn't completely mistake speed for tempo, and it's like, oh no, the fastest players, they play at the highest tempo. No, they don't. The tempo is like the second is just when you see it where it's like, okay, the ball is there, we're all gone, everyone's gone, pass forward, everyone looking forward, bang, easy open shot, easy quick open shot.
That's gravity without touching the ball. That's influence without usage. And that's what executives evaluate. Because influence, independent of usage, is scalable. Scalable influence drives valuation. Valuation drives leverage. Leverage drives negotiation outcomes. Her Team USA debut exploding didn't create immediate revolution. It created incremental tilt. And incremental tilts compound over seasons. over negotiations, over cycles. Power rarely shifts in dramatic speeches. It shifts in repeated proof. This was proof, and proof stacks.
It's good to mix things through the camp. And what I tried to be intentional about was seeing different guard combinations, seeing different forward combinations. And it just so happened that the last day, the combinations I hadn't seen was all the veterans together and all the newcomers together. We're gonna play a 5-minute quarter and we're gonna see who wins it. It's a full game. 5-minute quarter is a full game. 5-minute game. 5-minute game. Hey, let's get this dub. I asked my staff the morning before the last day of practice. I said, I woke up and I thought, let's do this. I said, what do you guys think? And they said, I think that's great. Yeah, Leah. Yeah, Leah. Good find, Steve. Good find, Steve.
You thought Caitlin Clark's Team USA debut exploding was the story. It wasn't. The real story started after the final buzzer, because the moment that game ended, something subtle but powerful shifted. The tone changed. Before this debut, the language around Clark was cautious. She's still adjusting. International play is different. Maybe next cycle. There was always a qualifier attached to her name. After this game, the qualifiers disappeared. Now it was. She fits. She stabilizes. She changes spacing. That's not hype. That's recalibration.
All right, let's just turn that down. I don't want to get a copyright strike on some music. Man. Effortless passer, you know? Just effortless. She just used them guys. I mean, that was easy pickings for her. Kelsey, Plum, way downtown, Caitlin, boom. She knocking down threes, folks. That's a great thing to see. Caitlin Clark knocking down threes. That's fantastic.
And recalibration only happens when the film forces it. Watch her first few possessions again. She didn't hunt shots. She didn't rush. She initiated offense calmly, even when defenders picked her up early. There was a possession in the second quarter where she brought the ball up against full pressure, didn't panic, waved off a screen, and delivered a simple cross-court swing pass that led to a clean look. It wasn't flashy, but it was controlled. And control travels. Then came the deeper pull-up attempt. Not forced, not desperate. Within rhythm. That shot stretched the defense 2 steps further than usual.
Let's see some of the hoops. Been waiting a long time for this, haven't we?
Oh, got you. I see.
Uh-oh. We got the pull-up. Skirt. Step back. Oh, there it is. A signature move. USA basketball, they already know. That's Caitlin Clark's signature move.
The next possession, the lane was wider. That's gravity. And gravity changes systems. When teammates start cutting harder because they trust the spacing, you know something has clicked. By the fourth quarter, the offense didn't look experimental anymore. It looked settled. That's when the narrative collapses, because once you look settled at that level, the debate isn't can she, it becomes why wasn't she earlier? And that's the real shift. They can't ignore her now, not in roster discussions, not in future Olympic planning, not in leadership hierarchies. Once credibility locks in at the international level, it doesn't quietly fade, it compounds. Her Team USA debut exploded, but the explosion wasn't noise, it was validation, and validation changes how power moves.
So it looked like the return of Caitlin Clark is over, man. She is headed to Team USA basketball, and we gonna jump right into this thing, man. So the Indiana Fever and many of basketball media people in the news that Caitlin Clark will be returning to the basketball court. Now, this should come as no surprise from anybody. For anybody, bruh. The 12-player roster has been released, and I'm excited because you know what that means? basketball content is coming back, baby.
Forget the highlight reel, watch the bench. Because Caitlin Clark's Team USA debut exploding wasn't about scoring, it was about acceptance. Early in the game, you could see it. Teammates weren't distant, but they were evaluating. Veterans watched her pace, watched her spacing, watched how quickly she processed switches. That's normal. Team USA isn't developmental, it's precision. There was a moment in the first half where she hesitated on a drive and kicked the ball back out instead of forcing contact.
Only watching Caitlin Clark. Forget about the rest of the team. We all know who everybody's here for. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We all know who everybody's here for. Number 17. Number 17. Hey, Nike. I'm telling you this right now, Nike. You better get something ready for that 17. You better be in the lab cooking for that number 17 over here on this Team USA. She's pretty good. This number 17, she's pretty darn good.
That decision matters. Veterans respect restraint. Later, when she threaded a bounce pass into the post after drawing two defenders beyond the arc, you saw something shift. The bench reacted early, before the shot fell. That's anticipation. That's trust building in real time. By halftime, the communication looked smoother. Players were pointing to spots for her, not directing her, adjusting to her. That's different. In the third quarter, after she spaced deep on the wing and forced a hard closeout, one of the veterans cut behind the defender and finished inside. The first person to clap on the bench, the player who just scored. That's culture. By the fourth quarter, she wasn't a guest. She was integrated. Post-game body language confirmed it. Direct conversation, eye contact, shared smiles, no forced politeness. Locker rooms don't fake comfort. And once that room decides you belong, everything else becomes easier. Her debut didn't just explode online, it passed the internal test. And that's the part that sustains momentum.